match capital.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey, I know it's always hard to choose. That's been made up. Everything in the budget is right.
One thing. You know, it adds up. And I just want to be
It's an
sure.
expensive business we're in here.
Yeah, I want to be sure.
She had to leave. She had her son.
All right, guys, y'all ready? Okay. We'll call the work session to order. We'll defer to Mr. Goldberg.
Yes.
So, Mr. Goldberg, we'll turn it over to you.
Chairman Wingate, members of the board, we're going to do a presentation tonight with an overview of priority-based budgeting. So priority-based budgeting is an alternative version of zero-based budgeting. As Dr. Highlander mentioned earlier, he mentioned zero-based budgeting. One of the reasons that you don't see zero-based budgeting in the public sector is because you can truly never start at zero. If you're a city, you can't have zero police officers or zero firefighters. If you're a school system, you cannot have zero teachers. So the reason we don't do zero-based budgeting in the public sector is because it's just not feasible. Priority-based budgeting is the public sector version of zero-based budgeting that's used in the private sector. It's recognized by the Government Finance Officers Association as a best practice, and the big difference in priority-based budgeting versus traditional budgeting is that traditional budgeting starts with a prior year budget, and it's not just us. I mean, this happens in government entities all over the world. The prior year budget is then incrementally increased for increased revenue or decreased, and then all your analysis is spent on that incremental change. So with priority-based budgeting, your budgets are not connected to prior year spending, and instead are tied to priority areas that you would determine through strategic planning. And spending increases and decreases are not necessarily spread evenly across the board. Instead, you would target your funds towards your priorities. The underlying philosophy of priority-based budgeting is about how an organization should invest resources to meet the stated objectives and to better articulate the services that we're delivering to the community, what price we pay for those services, and what value is provided to the community. I'm not going to go through each one of these individual bullets of the principles of priority-based budgeting, but the overall theme is that we want to focus our budget on our priority areas. We want to question past patterns of spending. We want to do a comprehensive review of how we're spending money. We want to know what the true cost of doing business is. We want to be transparent, and we want to have accountability. Some of the advantages of this process include the budget is well justified and aligned to the strategic plan. The board has done some good work before I got here. I missed all that fun in developing a strategic plan, but having a strategic plan in place but not aligning our budget to the strategic plan, I would say would be a mistake. It would be much more fruitful and provide a lot better results if we were able to align our budget with the strategic plan. It activates broader collaboration across the enterprise, and the way this happens is we start challenging departments to think about their budget in a different way. Think about what is your goal, what does it take to meet that goal, and how are you going to do it? And that doesn't mean you can do it in a silo. That means you may have to work with other departments. You're going to have to come together to understand what all goes into achieving those goals. And you can improve operational efficiency because you are challenging past assumptions. Some of the challenges include it's more time consuming than simply evaluating the incremental changes. That's one reason that our budget calendar has changed some this year, because we wanted to make sure we gave the departments an opportunity to present what they feel like they would need to meet the goals in the strategic plan. And the execution of this type of budget process is always challenged by the budget cycle and the timing constraints associated with such. And it could be disruptive at first because you're obviously changing the way that you do business. So here's the general process for priority-based budgeting. Identifying available revenues is the first step. We discussed that some earlier this evening, and the idea is to say, all right, how much money do we have or do we expect to have, and how do we spend it in order to achieve results in our focus areas. Identifying priorities, obtaining input from the community, and defining focus areas are all important components of this process. This work's already been done. As I mentioned, the board has already approved a strategic plan that we are operating under. We've done community listening sessions like both last year and this year, and we have input from the community, and we've defined our focus areas. We all know what those are, and we'll talk about those again in just a minute. Developing performance targets is also something we've done with our Focus 5, as well as all the underlying performance targets underlying those Focus 5. And then you allocate your resources, create accountability, communicate results, and through the process, create operational efficiencies. So as we all know, our 5 focus areas are accelerating student achievement, future-ready students, great teachers and leaders, engaged community, and efficient and effective operations. We will present the budget to you under these 5 focus areas. We'll also present the budget in the traditional format, but we'll present it to you under these 5 focus areas so that you can see how we are recommending that you invest the resources by focus area. The Focus 5 performance targets, these targets are the overarching criteria that we would use for the departments requesting funds to achieve their goals. So we pretty much all 5 of these are used when you evaluate, if a department requests $1 million per se, can they achieve, any of these targets with that money? And then these are the community priorities that we went through, I think, at our last board session. And these are also considered when we're looking at how to allocate resources across the focus areas. Social emotional supports through counselors and social workers has been a recurring theme through all of the community input sessions. Student access to early post-secondary, advanced coursework, which we discussed earlier as well, and student access to technology and arts are 2 of the key components under Future Ready students. Great teachers and great leaders, teacher and staff compensation, and professional development instructional coaches have been recurring since last year. We talked about some of these when we presented the budget to the board for the fiscal year 19 budget. We talked about some of these future commitments, and these are some of the same priorities have come through in the listening sessions this year as we heard last year. And of course, transportation options, capital maintenance, and parent engagement are some of the other recurring themes that we've heard about. So for this fiscal year 20 budget, this will be an implementation year for this process. Some of the things that we've already worked on for the past month and a half is a comprehensive review of past spending. We've worked on developing a base staffing model for schools. We've started the facilities assessment, obviously. Evaluate needs to achieve goals. So one way we've done that is we've asked departments to submit requests to us that are outside of their normal base activities. What do you need to respond to these needs the community has identified? What do you need to achieve the targets that we've set in the strategic plan? We're also evaluating operational efficiency opportunities that where we could possibly shift cost from where they are currently to something that would be more in line with our focus areas. We've started exploring a strategic financial plan. We're going to have the department requests developed by focus area. As I mentioned, we will show you how all the department budgets roll up by focus area, and this will create a foundation for future years and doing a full-blown priority-based budgeting process. So after we finish this budget season, starting this summer, we will start developing a strategic financial plan for fiscal years 21 to 23. This will be aligned with the Future Ready 2023 plan that you have, a strategic plan that you have approved. That will give us two separate documents that are aligned to each other. One's focused on the content, one would be focused on the financial side. The 3-year strategic plan will demonstrate an ongoing process of identifying incremental investments in instructional priorities, aligning resources to those priorities, and we can focus on developing a multi-year view of the operational needs as well as a multi-year view of the capital needs. So at the end of this, along with our facilities assessment, we'll be able to come up with a either 5 or 10-year capital plan or both, and make that part of our strategic financial plan. So that's kind of an overview of priority-based budgeting. The budget calendar that we've shared previously, just wanted to remind everyone that our next budget session is scheduled for April 11th, where we'll do the federal programs, self-funded programs, and nutrition budgets. And then April 18th, we will present revenue projections in the base budget in the traditional format that you've seen in prior years. And then on April 25th, we will propose our full recommended general purpose budget. And we have 2 more sessions scheduled after that to discuss and vote on the budget. So with that, any questions on the process?
Thank you for your, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Thank you for your diligent work. I mean, it looks great. You did not answer the question about zero balance for next year, correct?
It was in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, and I can repeat that. So zero-based budgeting.
No. I got that.
Okay.
I'm talking about.
I don't understand your question.
For a request from the commission for a higher budget, we can go zero for last year's budget, zero addition, or we're going to go.
He's asking, are you talking about a balanced budget or?
Balanced budget, not zero budget. I should say balanced budget.
Yeah,
you're not ready to know that yet, or
we are not ready to know that.
That's all
we will be on by April 25th.
That's a great question. Thank you,
Ms. Robbins.
I actually have a question that Nakia may be able to answer. Whenever we meet on the 11th about the federal programs, do you remember the presentation that was given at the I think the federal programs, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name of.
It was we call it our Federal Programs Advisory Board, but it's serving a kind of different.
Yep. So you did a great job explaining how those funds are allocated, and I just thought it would be a really great example for the board to hear. And I just wondered, will we go over that at the next session? And if you may feel like it's irrelevant, but I actually thought it was a really good overview of how.
Sure, we're
kind
happy
of
to do
also
that.
how priority-based budgeting kind of functions. Like I saw like a big parallel with that, and so just didn't know if you were planning to go over it or
we
if you
can.
could.
It's
okay.
just a couple of 3 slides. You're talking about when we were comparing how our allocations look versus statewide and where we're going.
Yep, and then also how our schools with greater needs, like there's a bell curve. So I thought that was really good information. Okay, great.
All right, go ahead. You're gonna go over the capital maintenance now?
If there are no further questions.
Yes, sir.
So the next item we have is the proposed capital maintenance budget for fiscal year 20. One thing you will see in the proposed budget, the amount is still $3 million, which is what we have funded for the past several years. But one thing you will notice is that this budget does not include positions for the capital projects crew. So in prior years, this budget has included what is effectively $850,000 is what it would have been in this year. We've moved that $850,000 worth of salaries and benefits to the general purpose budget. We are proposing this $3 million budget that is all capital projects and does not include salaries and benefits as it has in the past. So effectively, we are asking for $850,000 more in capital maintenance than we did last year. For any specific questions on these projects, we would ask Justin Witt to come up.
How did you arrive at these? I mean, because I know there's a lot more needs for a lot more schools. How did we come up with just these?
I'll let Justin answer that.
A lot of these, we did a principal survey, so some of these are principals, some of their to-do lists. A lot of the mechanical, electrical, we're probably a little heavier this year on mechanical, electrical. Again, that's units that are going out, 25-year-old units, compressor changes, that type of thing. The roofing is continuous roof leaks, 25-year plus roofing, that sort of thing. But a lot of the cosmetic things are some of the principal feedback that we get.
Okay, the Sunny Daisy High refinished gym floor, is that the gym floor in the old gym that's been ruined because the roof been leaking for 5 years?
No, that's the new gym. Yeah, that's actually the new gym. So Prater's Hardwood Flooring, they have our refinishing contract, and also asked them to go, and we haven't done it in a couple of years, and get with coaches, look at the conditions of the floor, and basically give me a priority of the floors we need to look at. So slippery floors, damaged floors. I know Loftus Middle, we got a lot of complaints, had some water damage there. So again, we have several more, but that's our top ones that we picked for this year.
Dr. Islander.
You're probably aware I walked in to get grandchildren at Snow Hill Elementary, and you're aware two wings have flooded there, right?
We're going to look at that this weekend, actually.
Okay.
We're babying that and cleaning up. And
I walked in, and when I saw the barriers and water standing, I thought, I'd better be careful here.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a weekend project.
Are we looking at all at, I know we postponed Central's track because Sunny Daisy and Hickson were around football fields, which I understand. But then, of course, the weather came, and we're not getting Central's track ready this year.
Right, that's correct. So Central and Carezza should be. Maybe you can hear me, but Brainerd as well. They're in the same boat.
Scenario.
I mean, it was the wettest.
Theirs is not around the football field, is it?
Do what now?
Brainerd's is not around the football field, is it?
It is not.
So, okay, that's why the two. And I understand that. Are we looking at putting seating at either of those?
Our current budget did not include lighting, or I'll take that back. Central, we are going to put some walking lights up, but seating was not included.
Lighting is included in Central's.
Walking lights are included.
Walking lights, but not performance lights.
Not performance lights, that's correct.
Okay. Originally, it was in there, was it not?
No.
Okay. The commission's understanding that it was in there originally.
Yeah, I mean, I had that conversation with
commissioners,
with the commissioners, and it was not included.
Okay, they misunderstood then. Yeah. It's a shame to have a performance level track without having the ability to have seating and lighting to perform.
Yeah, I think that's the next step.
Okay, well, thank you very much,
Ms. Robinson.
I'm surprised that every single school isn't on this list. Is that because, and also very few of mine are, so that's probably why I've noticed that. So I was just curious, did every single principal reply, or is that this is just only what we could really do?
As you can tell by the size of the projects, you take a huge list and you slice it down. And,
okay.
And we try to look at it by urgency.
Correct.
I mean, these are the more urgent projects that would fit into a $3 million capital budget.
You didn't get anything urgent from Orchard Middle School?
Did not, actually.
We
had some flooring.
Maybe it's stuck in your spam.
Yeah, I would say system-wide flooring is going to cover a lot of that. Delwood, I think we've got a weight room that we're going to look at. But yeah, a lot of they did have some flooring issues at Orchard Knob.
Okay.
Mr. Smith.
Justin, thank y'all for putting all this together. I would like for you maybe just to explain, so they're just for the record, if nothing else, when you look at the roof on McConnell Elementary, and it's real expensive, and kind of talk about why.
So, roofing, again, we heard today we got 7.5 million square feet, and we got 2 roofers on staff. So we watch those work orders, continuously get work orders, leaks. You walk into a building and you got leak, ceiling tile, and the principal's upset and they want their ceiling tile replaced. And it's just a never-ending battle. You replace the ceiling tile and you come back and it's stained. So we're just to that point at McConnell to where it's over its life expectancy.
So it's all over the building. It's not just.
That's correct.
It's everywhere.
That's correct.
All right, any other questions about the list you have before you? Okay.
Move to accept? Or do we need to vote to accept?
I think that this is information.
Yeah.
Well, this will be included in the budget vote on the
So we do
the
not need
schedule
to
on the
approve
9th.
piecemeal?
No.
Okay, thank you.
So you'll get it in chunks. So like the next session, it's nutrition and what? I
Federal
can't see.
self-funded nutrition. And then on the day that the vote is scheduled, you would vote on all at one time.
Yeah, just, we want everybody to understand this is not all the work we're probably going to be doing. That's just what's going to be included in the budget. There are a lot of other work that's
Right.
going to be going on as well. Okay,
Yes,
just want
ma'am.
everyone to
Yeah,
understand
this
that.
is just what would be in that traditional $3 million capital budget without increasing any capital maintenance.
Yeah, if I could just say, you all know better than me, it's why we've got part of our building assessment going on, but we're going to have to get aggressive pretty quickly on some of our, deferred maintenance items because it is significant. And if we're not careful, even some of our newer schools, we have to be intentional about how we're at East Hamilton today for an all-staff meeting, and it's, 10 years, Justin? Is East Hamilton about 10 years old? And so it's one of those buildings that is in good shape right now, but 5 years from now, so we just have to continue to be aggressive on these items.
That's right.
All right, any other discussion about the capital maintenance list? All right, I'm going to, at this time, before we adjourn, I want to defer to Mr. Smith.
Board members, Michelle's going to give you just a little flyer here about Gloves Up for Grayson. Grayson Ledbetter is a student in one of our schools, East Brainerd Elementary. He has Alexander disease, which is a very rare, less than 100 people have been diagnosed with chronic, progressive, fatal, no cure. And I've been up to East Brainerd
Many times, and the work that you're doing with that young man up there is incredible. But we're doing a fundraiser in his behalf, and we're bringing in the United States Army boxing team. And I want to communicate to all of our schools, and I think I've talked to most of them, that we're going to allow any student in Hamilton County that comes in their ROTC uniform to get in free for that event. And again, the United States Army boxing team from Colorado Springs will be here. So it'll be a great event, and we're just trying to knock out Alexander disease. So
You have this electronic.
I do, and I sent it to Tim, and he's going to communicate it for me.
Yep.
Went out electronically, but since it's the Army, I'm wondering if you need to get with Colonel Brooks and get our JRTC units involved. I mean, they can help you with the logistics. They can do that. So if you want to connect you with Colonel Brooks.
Put me in touch, yes.
Okay, we got any other announcements? All right, meeting adjourned.